I am your boy Pensman Sports signing in here. Trying something different. Always wanted to try. I'm off Tuesdays and Wednesdays of my job, so thought about doing a little Steelers chat on Tuesday. Just come in, just relax a little. Take about a half hour to an hour show, depending on you guys out there. In and comment, and the more we talk, the more the show goes on. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. So if you guys do like it at the end, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like it. Try to get, if you like it, just let me know or hit the like button. Try to get up to 10, 15 likes in this video if possible. I appreciate the volume you guys have been giving me with the likes and comments. It's awesome. Just keep it going. Let you know what it shows me what you like, what you do like, what you don't like. Penguins play at 9:30 against Calgary Flames. So I probably won't be streaming that game. This will probably be my only stream. If you have any other ideas, let me know. So, Pittsburgh Steelers. Rule number one about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Around quite a while now. And what I've learned about the Pittsburgh Steelers is never, ever underestimate management whatsoever. Whatsoever. Us fans don't like it. Watch and tell. Watch and find out. I was blown away on Sunday, okay? Pittsburgh Steelers come in Sunday night 4-2. Justin Fields got us to 4-2. So, earlier last week, there was a comment saying that there's going to be a quarterback change. I didn't like it. I didn't like it whatsoever. You'd never change a quarterback unless the quarterback's hurt. You don't just be like, okay, let's just randomly choose a quarterback. Okay, let's go with backup number 2. Quarterback 1, you're doing awesome. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. You don't go and, like, if quarterback 1's hurt, like Michael Vick, he got hurt a lot. So they brought up the backup quarterback. They go over. They did that. So that's why. Josh Allen gets concussion. Just using him as an illustration, backup 2 comes in. Brett Favre, when he was playing, he got hurt. Backup 2 comes in. That's the only time that you normally bring your backup in to start the game. But as long as I've been watching football, and I'm not going to tell you my age or anything, just let you guys know that normally franchises don't be like, all right, you get the call. Quarterback 1, thanks for your performance. You did well. You got us to 10-0, 9-0, 9-2, 8-2. Good job. Quarterback 2, you're in. That's not normally how it runs. So Justin Fields gets us to 4-2. Russell Wilson's healthy. We go over. We go to week 5 or whatever week 7. I mean, we go there. Good job, Fields. You did good job. Russell Wilson, you're started. Justin Fields, class act. Tell you what, his reaction. Well, there's something I gotta be working on. So whatever. If I'm not the starter, I must be working on something. I have to step up my game somehow in order to be yanked. That's it. So he's there, dressed up. He's there on the sidelines. He's chilling. So Russell Wilson comes in. And he did nothing in the first quarter. I mean, look at the score here. It's 7-3 after one. He had 19 yards for what? For after the first quarter, he had like 10, 15 yards. Second quarter, he had 19 yards. Late in the second, he threw a deep ball to George Pickens. And that's when he started coming around. The offensive line, perfect. Minkah Fitzpatrick got a blocked field goal. It was offsides because he touched the player on the line. We'll get with that later. So they went for the 2-point conversion after the touchdown. They got 2 point. That's where the 15 comes in. Steelers come in. It makes it 15-13 at the half. It's like, all right, Fields is starting to come, or Russell Wilson's starting to come along. All right, not bad, not bad. Played a crappy first half. All right, now this is me talking. I thought Justin Fields was going to come in. It's like, good. All right, we all saw what Russell Wilson did. Good. Acrisure Stadium was booing. I mean, that stadium was going nuts. They probably had signs up, and Trump was at the game too. So you don't want to perform badly when he's in the stadium. So prior to that, second half starts, and I don't know what happened in the locker room. Wilson, bam, 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 just kept throwing. Handoff, offensive line, great blocking, awesome blocking. Najee Harris just ran. Warren ran. I mean, as long as I've been watching Steeler football, not anything was like Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football was perfect. Second half. That's it. Boom. Steelers come out to win with the score 37-15, as you see on the screen. Russell Wilson's like, Coach, I know he said after the game, I told the reporters I'm getting heated. I'm warming up. Mike Tomlin said, you better be. He said he had Fields ready, warming up. He had his helmet throwing the football because for a while there, Wilson was looking like he wasn't like Russell Wilson. So, prior to today, if anybody watches the Tomlin postgame show, and that's one of the reasons I want to do this every Tuesday, so I can elaborate some of the stuff. I can't say all the stuff because some of the stuff is classified. So, great effort. Offensive line was great. KZ might be coming back. He was at the doorstep of making a return Sunday night. He might make the return Monday night. Expect him in uniform Monday night against the Giants. That's all I'm saying about that one. Expect KZ to show up. If KZ's not in, I'll be dead surprised. So, and Steelers' motto is, if you get hurt, next man up. And I found out, and I don't know if you guys out there that were watching the game, the reason why people don't like playing in Pittsburgh. They like the franchise, they like the stadium. The stadium goes crazy, especially in prime time. The reason players don't like to play in Pittsburgh is because of practice. They are drilled hard. If you guys pay attention to Sunday night game, I think it was the third quarter, they said that Tomlin runs the players. Sweat, I mean, everybody's drenched in sweat. I mean, it's pretty brutal practice. Tomlin said, if you're here to practice, you play hard. Oh, well, that's how it is. He said today on his post game show, and I knew it right from the start, that Mika Fitzpatrick, it was legal play. New York called him and said it was legal. 48 hours after the game, they called the Steelers organization, said it was legal play. Well, it's 48 hours. Who gives a damn? There's no point. You can't. There's no point. None whatsoever. The game's over. It don't matter. Who cares if it was legal or not after the game? If you want to make changes during the game, fine. But after, come on. It's unheard of. You got to. Offensive line's good. There's a couple banging bruises, but didn't really say much about it. He was happy about the performance. He was happy that we rushed and blitzed Aaron Rodgers. It was good to see that. It was rush. That's all it is. Good win. Good solid win at home. Crowd was crazy. Crowd was nuts. They had the terrible towels going. They even played Renegade. That was always good to see. They had 1989 Super Bowl team there. They did a halftime show. Mean Joe was there. A bunch of old legends were there. Now, moving on to Monday. Monday. I hate Mondays. I'm like Garfield in that situation. Mondays is just horrible. I hate Mondays. Mondays just feels weird. Mondays is just stupid. I hate Mondays. So, Monday Night Football. Steelers and the Giants. Okay? And I'm going to use my words wisely because the Giants are the Giants. Okay? Starting with that. See, the Giants are the Giants. That's why it's so hard to say this. Daniel Jones is not an NFL quarterback. He's been there 6 years. 6 years. 2 years, you know what you are. 3 years, you're like, okay, I got to fix something. 4 years, you got to figure out, okay, something's not right here. 5 years, what the heck's going on? 6 years, you know what you are. You exactly know who you are. I don't know what's going up in New York. I don't know what is going up there. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. All the draft, they could have had Pickett. They could have had Stroud. They could have had Caleb Williams. They could have traded for another quarterback. All of these quarterbacks that they could have had. I mean, I could name at least 10, and I don't want to bore you guys. But they could have had all these quarterbacks lined up to start over with the quarterback in the franchise in New York. Ever since Eli Manning retired, they never had a solid quarterback. Do I care? Not really. But as a YouTuber, and I said this at my other channel, that YouTuber and fans are two different perspectives. As a fan, I can say whatever I want. All right, I'm just going with that. As a fan, you can say whatever you want. YouTube's a lot different. It's a whole different ballgame. Do I respect Daniel Jones? Yes. Do I think he's a good quarterback? No. Does he need to be traded from New York? Yes. What team? I don't know. But you gotta experiment. It's just you could you could send him to Cleveland. Like try to get out of Deshaun Watson situation, out of his contract. But getting out of that 230 million, whatever it is, it's up there. Don't be like, it's this figure, Pensman Sports. You said it wrong. Don't do that. I don't know what figures. It's 200 something. I know that. All I know is it's really, really high, and they can't get out of it. I could care less what Cleveland does. I'm just talking about if you put Daniel Jones in Cleveland, he might perform better than he is with the Giants. There was one game that he ran up the field, nobody around him, and he tripped over his own shoe, fell. It's just Eagles destroyed them on Sunday. They destroyed. I mean, if I was a Giants fan, I don't know what I would do. I definitely wouldn't be taking any trips to MetLife Stadium. I know that if I was a Giants fan. Now, granted, they got neighbors up there. They got Dexter Lawrence up there. Dexter Lawrence is a beast of a pass rusher. I mean, he's going to be in. I don't know who the quarterback is. Don't quote me on this, but if Russell Wilson's starting, which he probably will, Russell Wilson's going to have he's going to have a heyday. He's going to see Dexter Lawrence all night. That's all I'm going to say with that. The offensive line needs to come in and play like they did Sunday night. Because if not, Dexter Lawrence is going to have a field day. Offensively, I'm not too worried. We just need to contain neighbors. That's it. Can the Steelers move to 6-2 before their bye? Yes. Will they? If they don't take the Giants too lightly. Any team can be a team any other day. So if we go in and we just shoe in, we're gonna lose just because of it's the Giants. It's just it. If we move the ball like we did in the second half of the Jets game, we'll be fine against the Giants game. That's all it is. We cannot take this team lightly. Yes, they have a crappy record. They're 2-5. And Eagles, they gave up 3 points against them. The Eagles won 28-3 on Sunday, but like I said, you don't want to take this team too lightly. That's all I'm going to say. So it's an interesting theory, though. I just want you guys to think about if you're a Giants fan out there, and I don't care if you subscribe to my channel if you're a Giants fan, I could care less. I take anybody. But if you're a Giants fan out there, would you go another 5 years with Daniel Jones? Would you go another 10 with Daniel Jones? Or would you just pull the plug and be like, look, man, you've been here for 6 years. You're done. We have to get rid of you. Sorry, man. We appreciate your efforts. It's just you don't meet our standards. That's honestly, if I was the manager of the GM, that's what I would be doing. There's so many options when it comes to April. Every April, when the draft comes in, there's at least 10 to 15 quarterbacks available. 15 might be a little overboard, but you get the point. Every April, there's always so many quarterbacks available. And the Giants always work on their defense, which is still horrible, getting better. Their offense, you know how they are. So it's an interesting theory, though. If you think about it, the Giants just, I don't know what's going on with them. They used to be a good team, they used to be a threat every year. They used to come in, but like I said earlier in the stream, that ever since Eli Manning retired, Giants aren't the Giants. It's more like the New York midgets, mainly, or the New York little people. And it's a shame, too, because the Giants can be a good team. They could be a threat if they use their money wisely and manage their proper. If you're a Giants fan out there, you are a very, very diehard Giants fan. Now, granted, I could care less about the Giants. But I'm just saying, if you want your franchise to turn around and be like the old days, it starts with the quarterback. Saquon Barkley saw that and left. And he's putting up mad numbers with the Eagles than he should have with the Giants. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just stating a fact. Look at the stats. Go from last year's stats to this year. Look up Barkley. Look up the stats from last year. Look up the stats this year. He is killing it in Philly. He's crushing it. Look, for example, he put up 176 points against you guys. 176 points against his old team. If you're a Giants fan, I salute you. I applaud you. But it starts with the quarterback and it goes down. Then the reporters asked if the Steelers are going to make the Super Bowl. Hello, it's week 8. You're 5-2. You're three wins away of a winning season. Are you going to win the Super Bowl? Too early. Folks, if you followed me before, and I did a lot of Yankees games when they were average, when they made playoffs and lost the playoffs, my number one key thing of making the playoffs is, and always will be, you got to win your division games. If you don't win your division games, you ain't going anywhere. You got to win your conference games in football. And most importantly, number one thing is you got to win your division games. You don't have to win your division in order to be successful. But if you win 3 or 4 games, 2 or 3, you'll be good for the playoffs. Cincinnati's 2, thinking you have at least 6 games against your divisions. 2 with the Browns, 2 with the Bengals, 2 with the Ravens. If you go 0-6, and right now you're sitting at 5-2, and you win the conference games, you ain't sitting pretty. I'm telling you that now. You are not going to look good in the standings. If you win the conference games, you might get in. If you split the division and the conference games, then you'll be all right. Every year, my goal for the Steelers is to win 3 division games. That's my goal every year. I like to see them sweep a bunch of teams, but it's not happening. You play one team, then the next time you play that team, it's usually a split. It's just how it is. Either their stadium or ours. It's a split. We might, depending on the state of mind how the Cleveland Browns are, you might sweep the Browns. Cincinnati's getting better. They're putting more points on the board. Baltimore is always going to be Baltimore. I'm just speaking facts. That's all it is, folks. I always talk facts. So if you don't like facts and you don't like 100% honesty, there's the other channel. Just let you guys know. I will be straightforward with you guys. If you don't like it, there's other channels. If you guys want to know legit stats and you want legit answers about the Steelers, I'm your channel. We're about a half hour in. That's pretty much all I got. When my channel gets bigger, and please help my channel get bigger, this is where you guys come in and start asking me questions. But since I'm at 23 people right now, yeah. But that's all I got for tonight. Steelers are 5-2. They play Monday night against the Giants. We'll see if we go there for the 6-2. Then they go to a bye next week. I hope you like the stream. If you do, please leave a comment. Please smash the like. The more times you hit that like button, the more my channel goes bigger. And please help my channel get bigger, because I want this to be more of a social thing. And you guys can tell me about your day. You can tell me about your week. Just think about it. But with that said, done, I hope you enjoy it. If you have any comments, please let me know. If you guys have any other ideas, please hit me up. You know how to reach me. So, and then once we get bigger and then we have more ideas, then this Tuesday night thing can get bigger. It's just something that came out on top of my head. I'm trying to think of ideas. I'm trying to think of more ways to interact with you guys. Trying to think of ways to get bigger, how I can grow. But I will see you next week or on this stream. I want to do this every Tuesday. Talk about Monday Night Football. Talk about Sunday game. Let you know what Tomlin says. And then that'll be it. And then you guys come in. We'll just sit and chill out. You guys let me know how you guys are. And talk about ideas. We'll run through it. And then that's a bam situation. But until then, everybody at 9:30, enjoy the Penguins game. Hopefully the Penguins will get back on the winning ways. They didn't do so well last game. We need points on the board. Yankees played Friday night. Game 1 of the World Series. That's what's going on with them. But until then, I'll see you at the next stream.